Trisha and I'm a project artist for Artscar, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own musical shaker using items around your house. So I've made one out of a plastic bottle and I've also made one out of yogurt tubs. So we're going to be having lots of fun colouring in and decorating, and we want to make lots of noise so we can have a lovely dance around the house when we're finished later. So let's have a little listen to what they sound like. They sound good, don't they? So let's get creative and have some fun. To create a musical shaker, we're going to need a container. You can use a plastic bottle or some plastic tubs. I'm going to be using some yogurt tubs for this. We're also going to need some ingredients inside to create our noise when we move our shaker. I'm going to be using rice and pasta. You can keep the rice plain and the pasta plain. I'm going to dye mine, and we can dye it with paint or with food colouring. And we're going to need a little Ziploc bag or a plastic bag to put everything in so it doesn't get too messy. You can also have a look around your house to see what other little things you could put inside to create noise. You can look outside even. Maybe you have some shells, some beads, matchsticks. You have a look around. You might have some buttons in the house even that you can add. We're going to be decorating our container, and for that we're going to need some markers, pencil, scissors, sellotape and glue stick. We can use stickers if you have any stickers in the house, and we're going to be creating our own stickers as well, so don't worry if you don't. And we're going to be colouring those in. And then we're going to be adding some streamers as well to our musical shaker. And again, if you have ribbons, we can use that. These are plastic ribbons, you might have some fabric ribbons. We can also just use strips of paper, which we're going to create. Or you might have little strips of fabric. So anything you want to decorate to make it lovely and colourful and very, very noisy and musical. So to colour our pasta or rice or dried peas, anything you find that you think you want to use to create noise, we're going to use paint and the dry goods here. So I have a Ziploc bag. You can use just a plastic bag. This is just to keep it a little less messy in the house. You can also just put them down and paint them also. So I am putting my dry goods into the bag like this. And then I'm going to get what colour I want. So I want these to be purple. So you can do a different bag for a different colour. And you're just going to squeeze in some paint like that. So you don't need too much, just a dollop. You can always add more. And you're going to close the Ziploc bag here. And if you're using a plastic bag, just hold it tight like this while you're shaking it. And now we're going to give it a good shake to get the paint all over all the dry pasta. And this way your hands are still clean. It's great. Now you can open up and have a little peek, see if it's all covered. If it isn't, you can always just add more and give another little shake. So now you're going to want it to dry. So I just have a little baking tray here and some greaseproof paper. But you can even lay it down just on a sheet of paper or cardboard as it dries. And we're just going to shake it out now. And you can wash it out if you want and reuse it again for other art projects. Now to make this dry, we want to spread it out a bit so it doesn't stick everywhere. So you can get your pencil or a marker just to spread it out a bit. Give it a little shake, because otherwise they'll all stick together when they dry. And you'll do the same for the rice. So you can have a few trays of different colours, different pastas, different rice, or you can use dried peas as well. So we're going to leave that out to dry now. It shouldn't take too long. It was a lovely warm day particularly, and you can always keep coming back and just touching it and checking. It's still wet, so it's not dry. And when it's ready, you're going to use it then to create your musical shaker. So now we need lots of lovely stuff inside our container to make noise. The container I'm using is a yogurt tub. Sometimes they're covered in a label, so I'm just going to peel my label off. You can also use a bottle or any other container that you have in the house. I think it's quite nice if it's see-through. So I'm going to start putting my stuff in that I'd like to use. I'm going to use some of the pasta that we dyed. And then some more pasta. And I have found some beads and matchsticks and little bells as well, and buttons I'm going to use. And some rice that I'm going to put in. And you can give it a wee shake to test. See how noisy you want it to be. I think I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to put the other tub on top. And we want to sellotape around so it doesn't fall off. So I'm going to put sellotape going downwards first to attach the two containers. And you want to go all the way around. And then you can go across as well with the tape. You want to be really secure so nothing falls out when we're shaking it. So I would do at least 2 layers. You want to give it a good squish. I also have thick tape here as well, so I'm going to use some of that. Squish everything in. And it's sounding really good now. When you put the rice into your bottle, you can either sellotape up the top of it, or if you still have the lid, you can put that on, secure it, and then add a bit of tape as well, just to make sure it's extra secure. So now we're going to decorate our shaker, and we're going to create some patterns and shapes, and we can use the stickers as well. But we're going to be using paper and pencil and markers to create some of our drawings. So you can think about what patterns you like. Maybe you like spots or hearts or flowers. You might want to draw your name and stick it on. You think of all your favorite things and use your imagination to decide how you're going to decorate your shaker. So I love flowers, so I'm going to do some floral drawings and some love hearts. So you can draw first of all with your pencil. So I've just drawn the center of the circle for the flower, and I'm just going to draw some petals. And we can have them very simple. And there's no wrong way to do this. And you might want to just draw straight away with the marker if you're confident with the marker. Of shapes and patterns, and now we're just going to cut them out with our scissors. So now we have our stickers and we have our homemade stickers, and we're going to stick these down on our little shakers. So you can use glue stick for this, or you have normal glue. I just want to put down lots of glue in the back of your drawing, and then you can decide where you want it to go. Stick down some of my hearts as well. So we have our lovely shakers decorated now, and then we're going to add some streamers. So again, if you have any ribbon in the house, plastic or fabric, you got strips of old fabric you can colour in. I've also just gotten some sheets of paper and cut them into strips, so you can colour those in also. So we'll do a bit of this first of all. And again, you can think about what kind of colours or patterns you like. You might want to write your name down here, or just do lots of squiggles and have fun making lots of patterns. Onto our shakers, and you can use the sellotape for this. It's a bit stronger than using the glue stick. And I'm going to just tape around the side of the tub, and you can tape around the bottle there as well. Tape at the bottom here. I think it's quite nice to tape around the lid. You can also make your ribbons curling. You want to just open the scissors like this, and you're keeping your fingers away from the blade and holding it like this, but you can get a big person to help you. They're nice straight as well. And what you do is you're putting your ribbon above the blade like this, and again making sure your thumb is here and your fingers are away from the blade, and just pulling it along the blade like this to create some curly ribbons. Stickers that you want to your little ribbons that hang down or on top here also, either the ones you have around the house or ones that you've bought and ones that you've made. So that's our shakers finished now. Let's give them a little trial run. Woo! So they're fantastical and noisy. And you can have a little play around with them now. Perhaps you could even go on a little parade around the garden and have a little carnival. So I can't wait to see all your fantastic creations. Please make sure to send them to us. Take a little photograph of them. You can send them to info@artscare.co.uk. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have lots of fun making your shakers.